Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. ARP is still going at Verb. So I don't know, man. Verb seems unfazed right now. Shout out to Verb. Shout out to ARP. Hopefully, again, they end up ending that. So I don't know. I see that Swamp and Hollow the Don's going to end up battling. I didn't want to do like a separate blog on that. But, you know, they're going to end up battling, I think, on TBL. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that in the comment section below. I think it's dope for Swamp. I would like to see Hollow get back in his bag, but he just hasn't been in his bag in, like, a long time, man. Like, well, hopefully he can, you know what I mean, get it together. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. I seen that Rex did an interview on 15 Minutes of Fame. And he was, I guess it says, Rex speaks out after collapsing on stage. It's 13 minutes long, 15 Minutes of Fame. It's got 54,000 views. So it's good to see Rex back. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. Shout out to everybody in the chat. So Danny Myers is talking about he done got, I don't want to say scammed, but played, right? He's saying that John the Don didn't pay him all of his money for a battle that he had, you know, and then it's a situation where he's trying to say, oh, well, you'll get paid when I can get a battle deal with Netflix. And yo, so I put out a tweet like in the middle of the night, and I was just like, yo, the new battle scam or something like that. I was just joking. Is saying that you're gonna pay people when the Netflix deal goes through. So Danny Myers ends up going on Battle Facts. Shout out to Battle Facts. And he does an interview with Battle Facts, and he's like talking about all of this. So let's listen to, and John ended up responding to this, you know what I mean? But let's listen to what Danny Myers got to say, man.
It's not the truth. Now, I can't speak on what others are owed or if they've been paid, if they haven't been. I don't ask.
Hold on, let's rewind it a little bit, man.
Nah, I mean, I'm just owed a couple dollars, man. And if it was said that everything was resolved and
yo, you never hear anybody talking about URL owe them money. Like, you never hear that. Even like TBO, you don't really hear nobody talking like that. Burberry Entertainment, you never heard nobody talk about that. Like, so I don't know what's going on, man. Like, this is insane, man. Like, let's listen.
That's a lie. That's not, because that's not the truth. Now, I can't speak on what others are owed or if they've been paid, if they haven't been. I don't ask people that. That's not my business, but I just know just from twice now dealing with John, it's just been always a delay.
Hey, John, Danny Myers is airing you out, bruh. He said twice it's been a delay. Yo, man.
He eventually wound up paying me for the Oakland event. You know what I'm saying? But even then,
Danny, how long?
That was a while, man. It was some months went by, bro. With me and Loso. And the thing is, the crazy thing is, like during the time, like it was like that Saturday.
John, like I ain't paying you until I feel like it. What? Nah, man.
And like Median Clips wasn't gonna battle, and then Calico and Pass wasn't gonna battle. So me and Loso kind of getting like a little nervous as far as, yo, is everything good? Like, are we gonna be able to be paid? You know, after this battle is over. You know, we was talking and texting like. Hey.
All right, so. And I'm hearing that's why some of the battles never. When Chris Bites, he did like was it his stock drop list when he went crazy on John and basically exposed like why some of them battles never came out. I think that's what it was. And then now you got Danny Myers exposing John. Like, yo, bruh, that's crazy. This is insane, man.
Hey, yo, we already out here. So when everybody was dropping off the card, you know, we was wondering, like, should we even still battle? You know, mind you, I had a battle the next day with Chess. I had to fly out and go battle Chess. And so, you know, we're speaking with John. He's like, no, everything good, everything good. Y'all good. I'm gonna take care of y'all. Mr. Fab is responsible for his artists. I'm responsible for my artists. You know, I don't know how they, whatever the split was, but he said y'all are part of my artists. Right. So I'm gonna take care of y'all personally. So after the battle, here go me and Loso.
Well, hold on. I don't remember people complaining about the money from Mr. Fab, like the people that he was dealing with. Or am I mistaken? I don't remember people complaining about that.
Oh, like, yo, okay, yo, you know what's good? Like, give me a couple of days. I got y'all. Couple of days turns into some months.
And if you don't mind, you don't gotta say your full amount.
Can you imagine like battling somebody, thinking you gonna get your second half, and then somebody like, I got you in a couple of days, and then it turns into, bro. That's why I never like. Even like borrowing money, I don't let nobody like borrow money from me. Like nobody, I don't care who you are. I don't care what relation, if we blood related. You are not borrowing a dime from me because you will get situations like this. I mean, this is different. This is a battle. This guy done battled already. And he's got to worry about getting his money. Like that is crazy, bruh. That is insane. This is probably why battlers act like how they act. Because they probably been played before by a league owner. That's why they be playing league owners. No showing. Show up to like bullpen battle defense. Like they'll show up. They'll give you like some weak rounds. They might not even show up. Because they probably don't like the business attached to bullpen battle league. So if you John, I seen John put out some tweets, and we're gonna talk about them in a minute. But he might need to do an interview like on 15 Minutes of Fame, Shut Up and Talk, maybe even on Bullpen Battle League, Hip Hop Is Real or something, to get the message like out there a little bit more. Well, blood, they're like, yo, John just got 30'd. Fonz went crazy on him. Bad News and Clone is kind of ruining his allure. You know, and just basically Bad News and Clone killed Bullpen, bro. I don't like, they killed it. I know he said he wasn't going to do no more Bullpen battles. They killed it. You know what I'm saying? All the snitching, tattletelling. Bad News told, I'm sorry he did. 100% accuracy. John ain't telling him to tell. I'm just going in on Bad News right now. He told everything. Battle rap is a haven for the snitches. Bad News pointed out number 4 in the lineup. I just want to put that out there. Shout out to everybody. Bad News. Y'all know, remember when they had the breakout in jail, like all the people that broke out of prison recently, and they was catching all of them one by one? They finally caught the last one because Bad News probably told everything. Y'all looking for that prisoner that escaped, Officer T. Ward. I know where he at. He probably told. I don't know. He told everything. So you got Bad News, tattletelling, Clone owing knowledge to God afoot. Talking to the detectives, snitching and rolling on the gang, telling them he was the liaison between the gang. Tried to play it off like it's a record company. They told everything, They told. His Cody's got on Hip Hop Is Real. Exposed everything. Clone tried to get up there, do an interview, give the wrong names. See, you don't see this name in there. You don't see that name in there. Acknowledging them not knowing the names means something else. Clone tried to mislead people, then tried to say they need to get rid of media. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, his Cody's told what was going down. Clone was out here giving names, ranks, then doing songs talking about I'm not a snitch after he done told everything. CNN is the group. Bad news, Clone. CNN is the group. Get it right. They snitching on, they telling everything. And those were, bullpen Battle League artists. Bad News took it upon himself to represent the brand. Cheese in the chat, please. This is for Bad News. Everybody put cheese in the chat. Clone, we need some foots in the chat for Clone. He owes Knowledge that foot. I think Knowledge is Jamaican or something. He wants that foot. He still ain't come off that foot. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Shout out to the snitches. You know what I'm saying? CNN Channel 10, the click. And then clicked up to tell on the world. You know what I mean? But they were bullpen Battle League artists. And when you watch the Clone, and this ain't going in on John, I'm just saying bullpen Battle League artists. So they kind of, paved the way for snitching and battle rap. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was Adi Boom, but Bad News kind of took it a step further. He got off stage after battling Av, went in the back, tried to dap up Kid Slade, and said, I guess we tattletales. You know what I'm saying? Over and out, over and out. Trying to drag Kid Slade into that. Kid Slade went off on him. He did it. I'm sorry, I know this is about John. He went off on Bad News. Don't be including me in your tattletelling. Kid Slade went crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think Kid Slade's situation is way different than what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes, they ain't care. You know what I mean? Bad News hop up out of that hospital bed. Tracked T Ward down, went around that corner and told on number 4, 100%. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what's. Been trying to get out of the hospital, acting like Surf again. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Y'all, like, I got a zipper. I got it. But you told everything. Bad News. This is what it. But as far as, I think when you watch the Fonz versus, sorry, y'all know I just be red. When you watch Fonz versus John and Don, that's how he beat him. You know what I mean? The angle of the empowering the rats. And John probably didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? That ain't, you know what I mean? He ain't do a questionnaire. Did you snitch before he booked him? Like, he didn't, Bad News was out here acting tough. He probably believed him. You know what I mean? Obviously, a lot of league owners believe him. They been booking Bad News. Even though he's a terrible battler, they kept booking him. So maybe people believed him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. My bad. I know I'm just ranting here. I used to be like, why are people booking him? He's doing it, acting like Surf doing this. I'm like, this dude ain't even that good. Bullied his way into battles. So I don't know. Gets on stage with Riggs, said he would tell again. And this is crazy. This is insane. I'm like, why is they booking him? So, people probably believe Bad News. You know what I mean? It is what it is. The tattletale. The battle rap tattletale. Clone telling. So it's like, the angles that John has against him in battles is just, I don't think he's going to win against them for a while. You know what I mean? Maybe this is his karma for the Remy situation. You know what I mean? Talking about Remy in that battle with Fonz. You know what I'm saying? Or the Papoose, you know, and then talking about that whole situation when he battled Easy. Maybe it's karma. I don't know, man. Y'all know how battle rap work. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Shout out to them. But as far as John, I don't know, man. Because you got the bad news and then the Cassidy running off with the money. You know, and then I don't know, man. And then now it's gonna be this. Like, this is crazy. Like when Danny Myers gets mad and exposes you, bro. That is insane, man. Like I don't know. We'll see what John says. Ivan Bond said, Piperboy, you've been going at bad news. I haven't really been going at him that much recently in the last few blogs. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Don't man, get out of here." He's trying to protect bad news. Ivan is a bad news protector. Cheese in the chat for Ivan. Cheese in the chat. I don't care if you are a subscriber. You are protecting Tattletales. Cheese in the chat for Ivan. I'm talking about you been going in on bad news. Don't get hurt. Cheese in the chat, please. Ivan deserves some cheese in the chat. You know what I mean? He be in the background sending bad news DMs. It's going to be okay. You only told on one person. Ivan! They got some cheese for you in that chat. He like bad news. Don't be like you only told on one person. You can come back. It's okay. It's all good. Bad news. He be DMing Clone. We all sit on up there and telling people what the feds. Don't worry about it, Clone. You'll be back. Clone, make a song, a video. You know what I'm saying? And just say you intel. We accept you back. I'm gonna buy your. I'm gonna order the pay-per-views when you're on there. Bad news. That's Ivan for you. Shout out to Ivan. Don't unsubscribe. I'm sorry. You protected bad news in the chat. You get cheese. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Shout out to everybody. Now, y'all know bad news got to own this. When you're tattletelling on everybody, you got to own it. You know what I mean? The Ghost said he likes to share. Shout out to you, man. So I don't know. Let's get back to this Danny Myers going at John. Oh.
You got paid, but what was the back end that he owed you or owed y'all that he was supposed to pay?
Yeah, it was damn, dog. It was so long ago. But yeah, it's 1,000 or more, probably 1,000 or more. It wasn't even that much money. It's not even a lot of money. But when you get to the $1,000 mark and $2,000 mark, it's like, bro, niggas want their money. I don't give a fuck if it was $50. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you make an agreement to do a job, do a battle, and you don't get, nigga, if you said I'm a battle for 1,500, nigga, and you got 1,300, where's my other two? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, niggas don't like to just go. You ain't gonna go.
Hey, Rod, do I have to call? Should I call Rod? Because I think he's like responding to this John interview on 15 Minutes of Fame. Let me call Rod real quick. See if we can get permission to
go to work, do 8 hours, and then they pay for 6 hours.
Right.
And then you get your check for 6 hours. You be like, oh, well, I'm cool with that. No, you were like, no, nigga, where the rest of my. So anyway, long story short, it was just like
right there, real quick or whatever. So he owed the bread. It's been months. Was it 6 months or under?
Yeah. And I around that time, about 5-6 months go by. But I told him and I told Loso, me and Loso battle not gonna drop one. And y'all can look at the timeline because y'all can look at when he dropped the battle. Like when you see the battle dropped on the bullpen, me and Loso. Look how long it took for that to drop from the date of when we did it. You know what I'm saying? So that this had to be October 2023, right?
Uncle Rob, wake up. I know you are awake. I'm messaging you, asking you if I could react to this 15 Minutes of Fame interview. Rob, wake up. I'm trying to message me after this live is over. Danny Myers wants his money. He don't like how long it took.
It was October.
Somewhere, yeah, because I battled Loso on that Saturday, and I think Chess was the next day on Sunday in New York. So it was a period of
real quick, everybody. My side chick is in here. Tanya T. Shout out to Tanya T. My side chick. She's in here. We're gonna get back to this. Where my money at, Tanya? Where's my super chat? Tanya T. Everybody put the money sign in the chat. Tanya T trying to play me. My side chick is in here. She has not dropped me a super chat yet. Put some money signs in the chat for Tanya T up in here. My side chick.
probably 5 to 6 months before I actually finally got the rest of the money owed from the Loso battle, and then he dropped it. So at least I can say he didn't do bad business by not paying us and then putting the battle out still.
Right. So
you know, it was a thing of what I. Long story short, he put it on. It was something with Mr. Fab. Mr. Fab wasn't him having a money breakdown went between him and Fab. It didn't go as planned, so therefore he had to come up short, and therefore, you know, I was shorty. So I don't even know. I can't speak on Loso's behalf. I'm not gonna speak for Loso.
Right.
I'm not gonna speak for Loso. I'm just speaking for me.
Money's in the chat, Tanya T. Shout out to y'all making Tanya T pay up. It's my side chick. Shout out to her. She said, I cannot with you. $20 donation. Tanya got that bank. She holding on to that tax money. Shout out to Tanya T. Amama Magazine, shout out to her. You know what I mean? I rock with y'all.
So basically, y'all didn't want the battle to drop until y'all got paid. So he couldn't drop the battle.
Yeah. You can't do that. That's with anybody. You if I'm not paid, you not dropping my battle.
Right.
He said, if I'm not paid, you not dropping my battle. Ooh.
It's that simple. Look, you pay me, put the battle out. But if I'm not paid, you cannot put the battle out. That's just how that go. So
okay,
I went through that with him.
So that was the Mr. Fab.
Imagine if John would have put the battle out without paying him. That would be insane, man. Shout out to John, man.
Event in Oakland, like over half of the battle. I think what happened, like 3 battles that day.
Yeah, it probably was 3 battles because it was like me, and then I know Vix. I think Vixen and Yoshi battled me and Loso. And I don't know.
I forgot who else. He owed us a free event for that. But so
hey, hold on. The chat. Leave my side chick alone. I see ACP trying to get up in there. Leave my side chick alone. It's not for you. Her and MMA Magazine belongs to this channel.
And I took up for the nigga. You know what I'm saying? With my people, like, let's just go through it with him.
What you mean? Like you was promised a free event, like a free stream?
Yeah, John told the fans he gonna make it up for us by giving us a free event. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And we never got that. But me trying to be for the culture, saying, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, it happens. Owners go through it. John, you know, he one of the people been in the culture, whatever like that. So we feel it too. You know what I mean?
I just don't like if it's cool because I don't even do shit like this. I don't even speak on behind the scene business. I don't do this. But it's just like if you lie and say everything is good with everybody and it's not, then it's not.
Exactly, it's not. And then, okay, so after the Oakland,
and it's not even a lot of money. Like that's the thing. It's not a lot of money.
Okay,
but so, I'm still old to this day.
Right. So
not from the Loso shit.
From the Cassidy game battle.
Yo, he said he's still old to this day. Wow.
Me and Reggie P battle, which hasn't dropped, and then the end game. So again, now this is the crazy part, and I will fault myself for it, but you know, when he spoke with me, he's like, yo, I know shit didn't go as smooth with the Mr. Fab event. That, you know, I ain't gonna do no shit like that. That was my first time doing like a collaboration event. I ain't really doing that no more. Look, man, I got this big event. Me and Cassidy in game. You know, Reggie P, he said like you're his in game battle, so you know, could you give him a shot? Blah blah blah. I'm like, cool. We agreed on X amount of dollars, and he was like, look, I guarantee you, I'm going to,
That's how league owners be trying to like gas you up. Like, Reggie P said you was in game battle, bro. Can you know what I'm saying? Just give him a battle, man. I mean, come on, Danny Myers. Like, you was in game. I'm like, oh, I'm his in game battle. I need 20,000 now. You know what I mean? Tell Reggie P to get some money up, too. Like, come on, Danny Myers, just do the battle.
Make sure you get all your bread. So, me and Reggie P battle. It was a dope battle. By the way, for those that seen it live on the pay-per-view stream.
We watched it here. And this is the card he talking about, the in-game card right here.
Yeah.
Him and Cass to happen. Bad news, T-Rex.
Bad news told everything. Sorry, just put that out there. He mentioned bad news.
Clone
owes knowledge of foot. He had Clone as the co-headline. Bad news versus T-Rex was going to be the co-headline. Clone is after the co-head. This car was all right, though. This car was all right. You know what I mean? Before they told everything. The car was all right.
Shay Rack, there's the rapper. I'm going to let Danny tell you about the event and what happened and what didn't happen.
That car was full of cheese, wasn't it? In game, the Gorgonzola card. Bad news, Clone. Yo, that's crazy, bro.
What happened? Bad news, T-Rex, Clone, Tay-Rock, Shay Rack, there's the rapper. I'm going to let Danny tell you about the event and what happened and what didn't happen.
So I ain't even trying to. I'm not even here to even drag John. But you can't lie to people. You can't lie to people and saying everybody was paid, because now after the Reggie P battle, he gives me some money outside, and then he's like, "Yo, give me a."
What was the conversation before going in? Because he played you before.
The conversation was like, "Guarantee you're gonna be paid." I know shit didn't go smooth with the Loso battle, but he did.
When somebody say, "I guarantee you're gonna be paid," that's when you grab him by the collar, like I want my money. Is you crazy? Give me my money. What you mean you guarantee I'm gonna get paid? I need my bread now. I know how this go. Like, no, this is crazy, bro.
Well, he did eventually pay. Like I said, he did pay me everything he owed me from the Loso battle.
Right.
But it took like 5 to 6 months.
5 to 6 months? Oh, my God. I mean, after 5 to 6 months, somebody blowing your phone up, texting you where my money at, eventually you're going to pay. 5 to 6 months? Yo, man. I'm not saying what Danny Myers is saying is 100% accuracy. I'm not saying that. John is entitled to clap back. You know what I mean? But, this is Danny Myers kind of responding to him, really. So, this is how cool Danny Myers is. Danny Myers could have exposed him for 5 months. Him not paying them, he could have just went on all right, you owe me like $1,000, whatever. I'm just about to whatever. I'm gonna make that money back. Danny Myers got a YouTube channel. I'm gonna make that money back just exposing you. That's what I'm gonna do. He didn't even do that. All right, he could have did like paid interviews or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that, just made bank off of exposing, went into spaces, exposing them. Bro, if you don't pay me my money, bro, I'm going crazy, bro. This is why I don't do like if people ask me to do like pay-per-view, like commentate, no, I'm not doing it unless I can get paid to do it. Y'all not about to get me up there commentating and then like I pay you later. Like, no, we're not doing that, bro. Or I'll pay you with a flight in the hotel. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. I just sit back and expose you. No, but shout out to Danny Myers, man. He cool, man, but ain't no way, bro. 5 months, I'm chasing, trying to get my money. John would have got hit with a lawsuit month 2. Shout out to, but I think he didn't. I think they didn't really have no real contracts. I think it was all like handshake deals, so it wasn't really much he could do about it. You know, so it's crazy, man.
Okay, cool, whatever. But then he dropped the battle. So there's no harm, no foul. Fuck it.
Right.
Yo, I got another event. Me and Cassidy want you on the card. I guarantee you all your money.
He said it before, Danny Myers. Shame on you if you believe him. If this is twice, now come on, Danny. Come on, Danny Myers.
You know, just trust me on this one. All right, John.
Jazz airing everybody out. I want to know what's going on. Why her battle ain't dropped? Like, she was going in on Yoshi and Hustle. So I want to know why her battle ain't dropped.
We agreed on a amount.
Okay.
He gave me a deposit. After the battle, he gave me some more of the money that was owed, and he said, "Yo, just give me a couple days, and I'll send you the rest what I owe you."
You should have snatched him up right there, Danny. Should have snatched him up. No. We're not doing this couple days thing. No, I know how you play. Give me my money. You know what I'm saying? Battlefax is in the chat. He said she didn't get paid either. Oh my God. John, the Don Juan John. Oh my God. Gotta get up there and do an interview with Battlefax, man. We gotta hear this. This is crazy. That's why them battles they come out. Yo, John, yo, he did an interview with somebody. I think it was 3 Letterman, right? He did an interview with 3 Letterman. He was like, well, if people care about the battles dropping so much, then maybe they need to go back and reorder the pay-per-view. He said maybe they need to reorder the VOD if they want to support so bad. I'm like, yo, man, John, man, people want to see them battles, bro. You know, he holding on for dear life with them battles. Talking about, no, we working on a Netflix deal. John, funny, man. Shout out to John, man.
And it was only like a couple days. So let's say the battle was on a Sunday. I think it was a Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. But he was like, I got you by Tuesday. I'm like, cool. I can wait 2 days for the last little whatever.
Right.
Tuesday come, he texts me like, listen, bro, long story short, by Cassidy not showing up, it messed up a lot of money, it messed up a lot of things, and it put me in a bad position. And basically, I can't give you,
This is insane, bro. Because Cassidy didn't show up, it put me in a bad position, so it's a dub for your money. Yo, what? Man, bro.
The last little bit of money I owe you.
So what is the what he owed? Was it more, less, or around the same? Did he owe?
The same, yeah. And I mean, to be honest, it's only $1,000. It's only $1,000. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? It was only $1,000 that he owed me, and it was like, because Cassidy didn't show up, I can't give you the other $1,000 that I owe you.
So he didn't try to work out. So obviously you and
Wait a minute. So I could book Danny Myers for a couple $1,000? No, Danny Myers might cook me. I can't battle Danny Myers. Leave Danny Myers alone. But yeah, man, like 1,000. Hey, like, I don't know, John. You should just pay him this 1,000, bro.
I'm sorry about
And Danny Myers don't be like messing up You know what I mean? Like he come up there and he give you like a good performance, and he's reliable. Well, a lot of battlers are not. You see how how Calico did, John. Like he just went up there and, you know, Charlie Clips be no showing. You know, it's just I don't know. Hustle be no showing him, and then you got somebody like this who will show up and do the battle, and they get played. It's insane, man.
Arthur, who did you battle? Reggie P. You and Reggie P battle now, right?
Like, you say it again? Say it again.
P battle is not right now, right?
No.
Right. So
And that's why I never tripped, because he didn't put it out. Like, that's one thing I will say. It would be some shady shit to. It would be some shady shit to not pay the artists and put their battle out while they're not paid. Because now that causes a different. I'm
low key like the way he's describing John John's business. I'm surprised John John didn't put the battles out without paying people and be like, "Oh, I had to put the battles out to get the money to pay y'all." I'm surprised he didn't do that. You know, but he at least didn't put the battles out. So now we know the battles that haven't come out is probably these people didn't get paid.
Different type of problem.
Right. So to this day,
you understand what I'm saying?
But this is a big pivot from him just getting 30 by Fonz. So now people are just like talking about this and not really talking about the battle too much.
Ain't nothing or say they no arrangement. He just saying
no. He just said he can't do it. He can't pay me.
All right.
He can't pay me. He can never pay me. So therefore, if he just
he said he could never pay me. Like what?
Decides to pay, he could just pay it.
Right.
It's cool, but because it was a dope battle. And fuck me, what about Reggie P? That's what I think about often.
Yeah, because it's like if that is truly his in-game battle, and he does the battle, and Reggie P never gets that look because he can't cough up 1,000. That's insane, man.
Like I don't need the battle was for him.
ACP said John John basically took a risk on in-game, then filed for bankruptcy against Danny. Oh, crazy.
This was his in-game battle, so I just look at it like, damn, you know, to help your artists and to help people on your platform and to help the South and to help build up these guys, that man should not be robbed of a chance for his battle with Danny Myers, because he shot like Reggie P went crazy that battle.
Right, I remember that battle, man.
So it's like for him to not get that battle out because of something that's out of his control, because of John financial, or he couldn't pay the artist. Right. That's not fair to Reggie P.
Man,
right. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, I just like whatever. It's $1,000. Fuck it. I ain't even tripped. I was actually more mad at me because when the first business dealing with John didn't go smooth, and then you called me again for another one, and I was like, now this one doesn't go smooth. Now I have to put the blame on me at the second time. That's why they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
And John tried to play him again.
Right.
I knew shit didn't go right the first time.
Allegedly.
But I'm gonna trust your word, and I trust him because I've been fucking with John. Listen, John was the first big artist to ever give me a look. Right. If y'all remember that. John, fresh off of Summer Madness 2 with Hitman Holler.
So he don't like, I mean, Danny Myers is exposing him, but he's still like this whole interview could have went way worse. Like if he wanted to be super petty, Danny wanted to be super petty, he could have just went crazy, not give him any type of acknowledgement or nothing. But he's still like trying to somewhat keep the peace, but let people know like John do dirty business. Yo,
his very next.
That's what makes this worse. It's like, man, I don't really want to be saying all of this and doing all of this. Like, because, you know, he did give me, like, opportunity and all, but do dirty business. Like, it's crazy.
He's battling me in Las Vegas on A-Hat. Right. And he gave me a look. And that John battle got me to URL.
Right.
So
Well,
I always had a deep respect for John John for
and
bringing out PIPERBOY.
and he should have had a deep respect for you. So even just saying it's just $1,000, no, you owed that. You put in that work.
Yeah, go to a payday loan place, pull out that $1,000 and pay that dude. Sell something. All y'all got like a million hats, resell them. You know what I'm saying? I buy 2 hats a year. Sell some of them hats, some of them Jordans. Pay that man.
And you owe that, and that's not how he's supposed to move. You know?
Yeah, and again, it's not even a lot of money. So it's like I feel like just for him to be like, well, listen, I basically bottom line, I just can't pay the money.
Right.
So, okay, fuck it. You gave me, you gave me most of the money. You still owe me $1,000. You're never gonna pay it. And my thing is, bro, even if you could have just said some shit like, look, I'll give you $100 a month until, right. I would have been cool with that. Like, but to say you just never gonna pay it, then cool. Now the battle can't never come out, right. Which is unfortunate because it was a dope battle. And right. Again, it's more of a hurt to Reggie P. Don't hurt me. The battle don't ever come out. And then I hear through the grapevine like, oh, well, we trying to get these battles on a streaming service, on a Netflix or Hulu or Amazon.
Yo, hey, we trying to get the battles on a streaming service, Netflix. Just chill for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Stop wanting your money. Just wait. We gonna pay you when we get the streaming service. Yo, bro.
It's like, no. It's like, hold on. Let me get paid the rest of my money.
Battle facts, man. Hey, that's the new way of getting over on the battles. Hey, we just gotta wait till we get this Netflix deal. Like, yo, what?
First, before you do, like, first of all, I don't care what you do with the battle. You can vote it, you can delete it from the hard drive, you can drop it on Battle Facts channel.
Or you could give it to you and you could try to make some of your $1,000 off of it.
Or you could give me and Reggie P both the battle. You could give me and Reggie P the battle. We could drop it on our own channel. You could give it to you. I don't care what you do with it, just give me the rest of my bread. But then when I start hearing shit like, oh, it's gonna be on streaming services, then okay, well, I damn near want more now. Because that wasn't the initial conversation.
Man, it's like interest, man. You made people wait like mad long. So what do y'all think? Why do y'all think he closed the doors on Bullpen? Do you think he's just tired of doing battle rap? Or do you think it's like, like the Bullpen artists like Clone, Bad News, Snitching kind of messed everything up? You know what I mean? Or do you feel like it's a sponsor related issue? Do you feel like it's just he's done too much bad business with the artist and they don't want to deal with him no more? Like, what do y'all think? Like, why do y'all think he shut the doors on Bullpen Battle League?
You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't be like, okay, here, we finna do this battle. And then that's all. I mean, this happens all the time, right? In the music industry, motherfuckers be like, yeah, yo, just do this hook for me. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a couple $100. Nigga, then a song.
John said, this is why I don't want to douche for battle rap no more. This place ain't going nowhere because y'all entertain people that literally do nothing for the culture but talk about it. No actions whatsoever. I don't know. Maybe you're talking about me. I don't know. I don't know, man. Shout to John, man. He said there's been so 25 minutes ago, he said there's been no shows on dang near every card this year. So are those league owners scammers too? Canceled events and all type of but if John involved, it's his fault. What y'all think, man? What y'all think? John fighting back. He said, in words, no show me and I'm the scammer. How that work? Then John said, what kind of scammer loses everything? That makes sense to anybody? So then he responded to some dude, right? And dude said, after all John has done for the culture, especially Southern battle rap, and N-words painting him out to be a scammer, I ain't feeling that. So he is a John D rider. Sorry, you are. And then John, because there's too many people saying that they have problems with John business, bro. Like you D-riding John, bro. And then John said, N-words don't know what scamming is. Giving back so much, it's like the culture scam me. John, not playing. He's kind of disillusioned with this. John said, is there something I can drink that could bring me back to life instantly? Because my energy is too low. That's what John said.
Don't blow up and you don't got no royalty and no residuals to nothing else, right? So let's
John say, N-words must really be obsessed with me. No way y'all like women worrying about a man this much. You can find disgruntled battlers from every league, like disgruntled artists from every label. Y'all never been in any position of power with that much responsibility, so you wouldn't know. What y'all think, man?
I don't know what the Netflix or streaming service deal was. I don't even know if it ever went through. I don't know, but that's what
John also posted 17 hours ago. He said, too drunk to be on Twitter right now. I'ma wow somebody up. Tell them N-words, say everything again when they see me or when I see them. Ooh. John, drinking with y'all battle money in the club. Drinking, got y'all battle money, knocking a couple of them back. Yeah, y'all say it to my face. Yo, shout out to John. He like, yo. He said, gotta start putting the camera on N-words when they see me. Show the world how they really be off internet. No animosity whatsoever, just salutes and handshakes. So he's saying, y'all claiming he's scamming y'all and everything, but y'all be like shaking his hand and, you know what I mean, doing all of that. So I don't know, man.
That's what I was being told,
right?
You know, and through trustworthy sources.
So listen, that brings me to this. I got two questions. I got this question that Confidence said. My question for Danny is: did you have paperwork or did you just trust?
No, John sipping on that $1,000 bottle. John. Carlos Risotto with the $5 donation said, Piperboy, keep doing your thing, King. Been rocking with you for a long time. He said, I'm biased and I'm not saying, just wanted to give you your flowers. Appreciate you. Said, don't give up. I'm biased. Yeah, I don't care, man. You know what I'm saying? I just say whatever they saying. You know what I mean? Shout out to them.
No, it was all trustworthy.
Okay, all right, cool.
But John was sipping on that $1,000 bottle on us. You know what I'm saying? Say something else. Talk to me when you see me. Another Don Julio, please. You know? Shout out to John. John don't care.
It was never no paperwork. With both battles. Like, I don't think there was a contract with me and Loso. Because again, I rocked with John off of brotherhood, like off of
Harlem Legend said, I seen people get hurt over $20. He said, I seen people get hurt over $20 a bet, right? ASS bet. He said, better. Imagine doing the job and not getting paid. That's crazy. Imagine going to work and not. Let's just say you go to work for a whole week, right? Because what they make, like some people make like a week, right? Or a week or 2 weeks. Go to work for 2 weeks, right? And then at the end of 2 weeks, I'll pay you in 5 months. What? And then they get on the internet. I'm at the club sipping. I dare one of you to pop up on me in person and talk reckless while they owe you money. Crazy, bro. Why you owe them money? That is insane, man. It's serious. John gonna end up putting them contracts out on y'all.
You know what I'm saying? I fuck with you off of the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you came out here to A-Hat to Las Vegas, gave me my first big name look, and I rock with you ever since. So anytime he need a favor or whatever, I'ma do it. So It's like,
this is why John doesn't want to do nothing for y'all no more, because y'all are calling out bad business. He's done too much for the culture for y'all to call out bad business. I don't know what's really going on. I hear John's statement. I hear John stating, Danny Myers saying what he's saying. And battles haven't dropped. People want to see them battles. John's talking about if y'all really want to see him, go get the VOD. I don't know, man. What y'all think? You know?
Well, let me
whatever.
I want to this, and you can comment on this or not or whatever. I've been hearing other leagues that's been shooting, that we gon' shot with Netflix or this or whatever. Is that like
Yeah, I heard that before from a different league. I heard that from with another one of my battles.
So is that
another one of my battles?
Is that a common thing now? Leagues just saying don't do the battle to
I've heard that from several battles.
Oh, so watch Too Much Reality 7 Zen with the $20 donation. He said after the bootlegging fiasco, last bullpen event, main event doesn't happen. But he blames just Cass. However, John didn't make the announcement before event. People bought tickets. That main event wasn't happening. Salute PIPERBOY. Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, y'all remember that? Like John was kind of just sitting there like, we don't know what Cass, because Cass didn't show up for the face-off, nothing. And he didn't really announce it until like, people was like still buying tickets. Yo! Oh, man. Battle rap is crazy, man. Oh, man.
Please, I'm not putting names out there, but I've heard that from different leagues that, this battle's going on there.
Shout out to T-Top. When people give him T-Top problems, he put out a message immediately.
This battle's going. But the crazy part is,
Cheens TV said, I dead bought a ticket. Yo, can you imagine? Like, I knew for hours that I knew Cassidy wasn't gonna show up at like 3:00 in the morning. And I know a lot of other bloggers knew, because I'm talking to I ain't gonna say nobody's name. I'm talking to like somebody from media, and I'm like, yo, like, they ain't saying nothing yet. And I know, like, y'all know I know, right? And y'all can tell, like, in my blog, like, I knew. I told y'all, like, in the blog I did, I think I said I knew, like, at 2 or 3 in the morning. Oh, I'm getting messages. Let me see what this says. Ah, Cassidy! Cassidy said it's over. Cassidy said it is over. Yo, I knew it was like 3:00 in the morning or something. I'm on the phone. I'm like, yo, like, they ain't gonna say nothing. People like, yo, we got, you know what I'm saying? We just waiting to see what they gonna say. I'm like, man, I'm sitting by the computer. I'm waiting. I'm like, soon as they put that announcement out, still waiting. I'm like, let me play some Battlefield on the computer. Still waiting, nothing. Then here come Knowledge to God, dropping his blog. I heard. So I don't know, man. They was trying to get all that money, man. Like, so what happened to all that money? If Cassie on the card, like, it's generating money. All that money and he ain't get his 1,000? That's crazy, bro. This is insane.
The times that I
John said everything I did for this culture. Sipping on that $1,000 bottle. Oh man. Battlefacts got an important interview right here. This is crazy because nobody ever seen Danny Myers go crazy like this, bro. Explodes and everything.
I hear that, it be after the fact. It be after the battle's already done and shot. And it's like, you're not mad. Listen, you're as an artist, as a battle rapper, you're not mad at your battle being on Netflix because you like, oh hell yeah.
Right.
You like, yeah, it's more people. It's just a bigger audience. It's a chance for more people to get into. I don't care if you go to Hulu, wherever streaming service you go to. Cool. But the business part on our end has to be right. You can't just imagine this. Imagine this. Hey, bro, let me ask you this. Me and you battle.
Right.
Me and you battle. I say battle facts. Let me give you $5,000.
Right.
To battle me, right? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you 5,000. Then I say, yo, I just made 50,000 off our battle.
Hey, DJ Duro, I'm not saying that without a super chat, bro. Like, I'm not saying that.
Because I sold this shit to whatever.
Right.
Would you?
Hey, P Got Smoke said Chicken Gang wasn't going for that BS. Yo, and he's been on an anti-Cassidy campaign for a minute. So, like, if Cassie did an interview right now with him and been like, yo, like, y'all was still selling pay-per-views when you knew I wasn't showing up. You can't pay Danny Myers his $1,000? Where that money go? Like, bruh.
Bill.
So they knew. I don't know. Because John was trying to say, yeah, we heard something, but we wanted to hear it from Cassidy. So they kind of knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man, this is crazy. So all that money, plus they still want Cassidy to return whatever he got. And they still can't get Danny Myers' money. Like, what? Yo.
Away towards me if I didn't tell you that beforehand.
So
or do you not care? Because I guess if you look at it like I own the battle, so I can do what I want to do with it, right?
Right.
Right. So if I own the battle, so if I paid you for a service, I gave you a service fee, so you got 5,000. I own the footage, I own the battle, and I can sell it and shop it to whoever I want. And if I make 10,000 or 20,000 off the battle, that's all my bread. And I'm not obligated to give you any of that money because that wasn't a part of our original agreement, right?
No,
but how would you feel if you don't know that until afterwards? Because you would have then negotiated a different
right. So, now this is the thing. I'm about to answer your question thoroughly. So first of all, the thing gonna be is I can't be mad business wise because I agreed to what I agreed to, got my 5,000. But with me knowing you, the rapport we have, even outside of this, Danny, I'm like,
you feel away.
You ain't even tell me it was
just feel away.
And of course, I would have negotiated different. I might even say, well, listen, you ain't got to do nothing but get me there, and then we could split whatever after this 50-50 because we know it's going to be more than that 5. You know what I'm saying? I might even made it to where you don't have to pay me so much up front. We could have negotiated something different.
It's a whole bunch. It's a number of ways where you could have did that.
But what it sounds like to me.
So Cassidy said, John the Con, and if you don't say, he said John the Con, and if you don't say the Con, you ain't saying it right. Give Danny his money. John the Con, and if you don't say the Con, you ain't saying it right. Give Danny his money. John the Con. And if you don't say the Con, you ain't saying it right. Give Danny his money. Yo. It's crazy, bro.
But when I take that option away from you by withholding the information from you, that's what could be deemed as shady business.
For sure.
It's Danny did Battle Facts dirty, right?
Ching's TV, he said, where did Cassidy say this? He just texted to me.
And this is the thing, not only that, because y'all have a rapport because y'all colleagues and peers or whatever like that, I'm really not trying to hear that in response to you not having my money. Now, if you say I got
Poor God,
right, like if you say
poor God, yeah. When you don't have
Bar God.
my money, first of all, I don't even want to hear none of this shit first. Anyway, first, fuck that part.
Right.
Give me my money, and then
now, if you don't have my money and you say I don't got the 1,000, but I got something to play, about to get 3,000 as soon as this deal happened.
Cool.
3,000 at the very least. I'm gonna double your money for you waiting, but I got something in the works. My bad.
I'll be cool with that.
Something,
but I didn't even get that. So it's more of a just, hey, Cassidy screwed me over. Stop saying 1K ain't a lot. I get it. I get what y'all saying. I get what y'all saying.
Dude paid $2 to say, Danny making me mad. Stop saying 1K ain't a lot. Okay.
And I get what y'all saying. Because I don't even know how to explain it, but I'm gonna just say, yes, people have been way more upset over less money, over $50, over $100. We know how the streets work. If you owe a nigga $200, you might get your head knocked off.
Danny, hold on. Forget the streets. If somebody check ain't right at their job,
they going off.
$50 short. $50
short. If $50 short at your Walmart check, you going. First of all, if you get direct deposit and your check hit and you bing and you look at your phone,
bro. If my direct deposit is $5 off, I'm at human resources. What's going on here? Is it because I'm black? What y'all doing? Y'all trying to take $5 from me? Hey, I want my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is insane, man. And then like your boss, your manager on Twitter talking about after everything I did for you. Sipping on a $1,000 bottle, telling you if you got a problem, say it to my face when you see me. This is crazy, bro.
And it's like, $2,000. I'm supposed to get $2,500. Oh, hold the fuck up.
Crazy.
Hey, kids, I'll be back. I gotta go up to my job and go talk to somebody right quick.
Human resources, all of that. And listen, let me ask you this, Danny, which we all know already. And for those who don't know, how many kids you got, Danny?
Human resources.
Everybody know, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so you're right.
It's stuff that can go into your children's mouth, man. Y'all men at the end of the day who've been doing this for over a decade.
Yeah. So $1,000.
John probably like, I'm turning this internet off today. Like, shout out to John, man.
Even though I don't look at it as like a gang of money, because I've dealt with larger sums of money through my whole life. But yeah, $1,000 it can help for sure.
It's a lot, Danny. It's a lot.
$1,000 can help because I'm not a rich man. I'm not rich. I'm not balling. So it's like, yeah, I could here, baby.
We gonna have to hit that like button right there.
200. He go or take my wife out somewhere, whatever. It'd be the principle. It's not not the amount. It's just the principle. And so,
hold on, I want to ask.
I only did this, and I'm about to get off here, but I only did this because if you're saying that everybody was paid and there's no problem, there's no issue, then you can't say that when you know everybody wasn't paid. And again, I want to clarify. I do want to make this crystal clear. Right. I'm not speaking on nobody else's behalf.
Cassie said, John the con. And if you don't say the con, you ain't saying it right. Give Danny his money.
I'm not saying John did this to this person or he did that. I'm only talking about my experience. And if whoever else want to come out and say something, or if there is another situation, they can speak on that on their own terms and behalf. I just can only talk for me. and I just took it as a loss. It's a loss. Fuck it.
It's important for me to ask you this question. First of all, shout out God the brand with the super chat that say because I value the.
Hold on, real quick. Y'all can Whoa Vicky. She's like a girl that does. She's just like a social media girl. She had blocked me. Y'all got her to unblock me. Tell her to block me again, because after I just heard what dude nah, she can block me.
Relationship and business. I'm gonna take out a loan to cover my debt.
Right. That's what I just told you, Battle Facts.
Right, facts. So, but I
just told you that all.
I was trying to holler at her years ago. Go ahead, tell her to hit that block button, block me. I'm cool on Vicky right now.
Behind the scenes, I said that.
Facts. I want to ask you something. I want to make sure this is one thing I want to make sure I ask you on this camera before you go. How would you feel? Because I don't know all. There's other artists that have reached out to me about this similar situation, this same league owner. But how would you feel if everybody else got paid and you was the only one that didn't, or you and just a select few was the only one that didn't get paid?
Now it's I want my money, and it's another problem.
Yeah.
Because at that point, what you're telling me is I'll pay them, but you, I ain't worried about you. Fuck you. That's what that would tell me. And so now, as a man, I have to handle that in a different format.
Right.
And I'll leave it there.
I got you. And that, yeah, you know, I understand that.
It just be like sometimes you all of us are men before we're battle rappers.
Facts.
You're a man first.
Right.
So how would you feel if you went to your job and it's like, yeah, I got paid. Oh, I got paid. You be like, hey, did you get shorted your check? No, I got my own check. It was just you.
Wow.
You damn near could, like, that's why they say, listen, that's why they say misery loves company, right? If you go up to your job and it's a line of niggas at the job and they like, oh yeah, my check was short. And so it's like, okay, you kind of feel a little better because you like, it just wasn't me.
It could have been just a mistake or something.
It might have been, but it just, okay, I thought I was tripping.
But now it's like, if it's just me, you think I'm the
Let me tell you something. You ever had like a power outage on your block? Like you like a cut off and you thinking like, damn, did I pay the I did pay the light bill, right? Or I know I was behind.
They call man out too. Like, okay, baby.
Niggas, the first thing niggas do, they go outside and they look down the block and they look this way and they looking for lights. Okay. Fact. Oh, they shit dark too. Okay, all right,
I'm good. Exactly. So, and that's crazy, man. Well, I'm gonna say this, man.
Yeah.
Us, man. Us that support you, we fans of you, man. We, especially somebody like you, Danny, who is, if no, anytime any league owner that, man, I'm thinking of a battle, you know, the first person comes to mind was shit, Danny a battle, and you know you're gonna get fire material. He not charging 100,000. You know what I'm saying? He a battle.
That's what I'm saying. And that's the coldest part. I never hit John over the head, bro. Like John will tell you, he could tell you, hey, Danny never charged me no gang of money.
Right.
So it's like when I can't even get that, it's like, damn,
like it's what I'm worth to the culture, what I should be worth to you, just as an associate here or whatever. So to play me like that,
yeah.
How you play some of these up-and-comers or other people if you gonna play that?
Yeah, you right, bro. You right, bro. And I just, again, I'm only speaking on my experience. So, I do feel bad for Reggie P. Also, like I said, it's because he's the one that don't get a Danny Myers battle, which was his in-game battle, which was perhaps the biggest name of his career to not come out. And it can't come out and won't come out until I get my reparations. You know what I'm saying?
Daddy said, I want my reparations before this battle come out. It's crazy, yo.
And if I never get the money, then it's whatever. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, so Five Fox said that's why people charge what they charge because of business like this.
Cool. But the battle will never be seen.
Right.
Niggas gonna have to go to John.
And then like the crazy part about all of this, like if we're gonna be like 100% real about this, right? Battle leagues, like they be making bank, man. Like, did y'all see like when ARP was showing how much money he got like in his PayPal from an event? Like 400 and something $1,000 off it. Why do you think, like, you know what I mean? And Easy stay in the league, like he's a successful league owner, right? He still puts out events and, you know, do all of that and arranges it appropriately, markets it good. Like there is, I don't know how much he's making, but it's got to be a decent amount of money in doing this, you know? So I don't know, man. So John had Cassie on the car. Y'all mean to tell me they ain't make no money when they knew this dude wasn't showing up at least at 3 o'clock in the morning, like when we knew, 3 or 4 in the morning, like when we knew, like he had to know something, and they didn't say anything. And you know, people be staying up in the middle. You know, we be like live sometimes depending on what's going on in the middle of the night. Still have like 1,000 in here depending on what's going on. So it's like people could still be like up in the middle of the night talking about the event, getting ready to order the pay-per-view event. So all them pay-per-view sales, it's crazy. And he can't get 1,000. I don't know, y'all.
House, nigga, and watch that shit on the hard drive, nigga. He gonna have to have a watch. Nigga have to have a watch party at his house for that shit to be seen. Cause other than that, then it's like, yeah, I just don't. Yeah, and I'm.
So Rob messaged me back, right? He said I could use the footage, right? So let me go.
Again, I never even got mad, bro. I just got mad at myself.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm about to start a hashtag something with my people, free the battle, because at the very least, y'all should get the battle so he can get his, Reggie P can get his battle out. You can have your battle out.
If he sends us the battle, then
yo, Easy to block. Captain about to bomb on John. Hey. Let me see if Easy can put up his Easy to block Captain about to bomb on John. John, you about to have a crazy week, bro. In battle rap. 15. Hold on, let's see what's going on.
What everybody's on your heels about? Everybody's saying you owe money.
The time y'all going, we gotta show respect, man. Hit that like button, man.
A lot of people. I can't say. I think Cassidy started it though, because Cassidy was saying.
Hey John, that bullpen battle league, you might have to just go live on there and talk, bro, because Easy about to bomb on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you might want to, don't be going on these small channels and trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like you might have to, you know, you either go like where like somebody interviewed Danny Myers, right? Battle Facts interviewed Danny Myers. It will make sense for you to go up there and talk to him and do the interview there. If you're not going to do it, you know what I'm saying? Like go on like a 15 minutes of fame or something, or you gotta do like bullpen to get your message out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, why is them people telling everybody else that and not telling me that? I don't know what's going on. That don't make no sense.
Right. So you ain't got no problems with nobody. Everybody's taken care of.
John, I go on Battle Rap Channel 1, 20 subscribers, and be like, I already responded to this. No. You know what I'm saying? If this is me, if I'm in John's situation, go to Battle Facts, do the interview there, or go on 15 Minutes of Fame or do a Hip Hop is Real interview. The thing is, if you do a Hip Hop is Real interview, knowledge drops so much content, the interview's gonna get lost. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna have to do one of them or use your own channel.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part. I mean, the only thing that went wrong was the in-game shit, but everybody I spoke to understand what went wrong with that. So,
Well, I think that's what they talking about, the end game. I guess a lot of people on the end game saying it's still money being owed.
yeah, of course.
Okay.
I'm owed money. Everybody's owed money. What are you talking about?
Okay, I didn't.
Yeah, of course. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
but you're the league owner, bro. Like, this is your responsibility to pay everybody. You know what I mean? I'm losing. No, like, you still got to pay. You got an obligation to pay. Even when a company is going in the red, hey, it's still a company. You know?
But that's been clear. That's been, and then that's one event. How you do, I do all these events, and then there's one event where there's an issue, but then there was a major issue. A major part of the event didn't show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There was 3 parties involved. It was me, Cassie, and another entity involved here. You see what I'm saying? So this is where the funds are coming from. So if Cassidy doesn't show, the funds are not there. And on top of me already losing, I gotta lose more on top of the fact that he didn't show and didn't do all of that. But I explained this to him.
Yes! He said, what, I got to lose more? I don't want to seem like I'm coming at China. Shout out to China. He said, what, I got to lose more just to...
You know what I'm saying? So this is where the funds are coming from. So if Cassidy doesn't show, the funds are not there. And on top of me already losing, I gotta lose more on top of the fact that he didn't show and didn't do all
Yes! Depending on if there's a... See, this is a problem. Danny Myers, you cannot be friends with these people, bro. Like, you got to have contracts in place. This is battle rap. You see what I'm saying? Nah, man, because this is how they think, man. I ain't about to lose no money to pay you, even though you just provided a service. It's how they think. They think about self. They don't think about the artist at all. Like, you have got to pay these people, regardless of whether or not you make money. Unless there's a deal in play in the contract that says you only get paid if Cassidy shows up. If there's no contract like that, because I know they got pay-per-view money. Get up there and interview with Battle Facts. He'll ask you the right questions. We going on these little small channels, Battle Rap 25. You know what I mean? Like, don't be doing that. Ain't nobody gonna give you no pushback. Go on Battle Facts. He'll probably ask you the right questions. Go up there and say this. What you saying? I don't think anybody's going to, and I'm not saying, Rod just let him talk. You know what I'm saying? It's not his, you know what I mean? This is an interview, like, Rod's like interview based. So he's just letting them talk. He's not really trying to, like, get crazy into the details. It's not really what he does. You know what I'm saying? So, but go somewhere where somebody's going to actually, like, do pushback. Go on Facts channel and interview with him. You know?
But I explained this to
Don't go to your friend's channel that you're comfortable with. That's not going to give you pushback, because you saying that, I would be like, wait, no. Yes, you have to pay these people and take the loss. You know how many losses URL, bro? I don't know how many times I talk to people from URL, like, yo, man, you know, this has been in the, you know, we went in the red with this event. We went in the red with this event. This other event went in the red. I've talked to them about, like, stuff like that. And they still paid their artists. What makes you different to why you can't pay them because Cassidy didn't show up? That's crazy, bro. Can I believe he just said that?
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. But that's been clear. That's been, and then that's one event. How you do? I do all these events, and then there's one event where there's an issue, but then there was a major issue. A major part of the event didn't show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There was 3 parties involved. It was me, Cassie, and another.
So if the major part of the event didn't show, and that person that did not show was like that presence being there, even though y'all made all that money and all of that, and didn't tell people until the last minute he didn't show up, right? You know what I'm saying? If that main person didn't show up and that was going to be the deciding factor, you should have canceled the event. But instead, they let people see this. Easy about to go crazy. But instead of canceling the event, y'all still allowed this event to keep running? Using the battlers to keep battling, holding on to the battles and saying, oh, we ain't get paid from Cassidy, so we can't pay. Like, what in the world? This is crazy, bro.
Involved here. You see what I'm saying? So this is where the funds are coming from. So if Cassidy doesn't show, the funds are not there. And on top of me already losing, I gotta lose more on top of the fact that he didn't show and didn't do all of that. But I explained this to.
Imagine you got Cassidy on the card. Even if it's a battle that nobody, and this, you know, ARP was able to show his PayPal, like when he made from an event, a lot of money. I want to see if they can do that. Show the PayPal. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like, what did y'all collect from that event? Was it $50 that y'all collected from an event? There's no way they're not making money if Cassidy's on the card. People will either want to see him win or they want to see him lose. Either way, they're going to buy the event. They could have made 20, 30, 40, 50,000 or more. And these battlers can't get paid and they holding on to the battles, bro. That's the perfect getaway. Hey, yo, we just made like 80, 90 grand, 100, 200, 300,000 off of Cassidy. And he ain't show. Now, this is the perfect getaway. I'm going to shut down the league before them lawsuits go out. League is shut down. I've already announced that I'm done doing battles. Waiting for these statute of limitations. It's a perfect getaway, bro. You know, it's no way. And you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to like, you know, I ain't got no problem with John, but there is no way in an H word they did not make no money the day the event, the 24 hours before that event was going to hit. There's no way.
Everybody involved. It's just that I don't care for everybody that's not involved to really be explaining this to everybody. This is a side of business that niggas ain't gonna understand because you're not in these shoes. So it's easy to say certain things or whatever niggas on my hill. How you on my hill?
Or what he could do, and I mean, even if I was a battler, I wouldn't really go for this, but what he could do is like get the battler, like meet up with him or something, be like, look, this is my PayPal, this is what it generated. We did not have a contract. I'm not obligated. I mean, he still is obligated to pay him, bro, because like, even if you don't have a contract, if you shook hands on a battle, you know what I'm saying? In a lot of states, like that's still valid, you know, and just being honorable in that situation, you should pay him. But just be like, look, I didn't get paid a lot of money. That's why it took so long for me to pay you. This is what it is. Open up the PayPal and it's say $50 or something. You know, but still, like, even if you go in the red in an event, you got these people on stage battling, different battlers making other battlers look crazy. They got to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Showing up, people calling off work and to meet their battle obligations. And, you know what I'm saying? This is insane, man. You expect me to yes, pay up.
But I don't know nothing about it. Nobody's on my hills.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just.
So my side chick, Tanya T, is in here. She said, and getting upset about being questioned and still, oh, F out of here. He lost all my respect. Shake my head.
It's like, what's out there? You know what I mean? Like, what's
Shout out to Emma.
Clear. I don't hide nothing. It ain't, I didn't run off. Niggas make it seem like whatever I did, it was in the benefit of me. How? I lost more than everybody.
It doesn't matter if you lose more than everybody. You are the league owner. That's the risk you take. When you're the league owner, you need to be promoting like crazy. You know what I mean? Like this is, you got to promote, get the word out. Maybe talk to media you don't want to talk to. A lot of times they think like just because they book an event, they don't have to reach out to nobody. Maybe go around and do interviews. Stop thinking like you do interviews with one person that's going to circulate everywhere. It doesn't. Market, promote, get the battlers to market, promote. You on a card with Cassidy, we need y'all to go crazy with promotion. Like, you know, you taking the risk. At the end of the day, you're going to end up losing if none of those things work. You know what I'm saying? If the marketing aspect doesn't work. And people already was kind of iffy about the battle between you and Cassidy because it didn't make sense. So you have to make the battle make sense. You marketing the battle like Cassidy is trash. You talking about, oh, Cassidy is trash. He's terrible. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, then why are people going to want to see the battle? You got to figure out a good way to market it. But it's not the other battler's responsibility to take the hit because you take the hit. Harlem Legend TV said, I can't wait until the rest come out. Battle Fact's going to expose it all.
Literally. You know what I'm saying? I lost more than everybody. So how is it a scam if I lost?
Right.
Doesn't make no sense. People want to say what they want to say because of whatever narratives or you know how this shit go, which is cool to talk about somebody or to do all that. Like, that's just what it is.
Yeah, I'm quite sure you're going to hear some of that tonight.
I mean, better be good.
But as far as you go,
He said, better be good. This was before the 30. Fonz dropped 30. Shout out to John John, though. You know what I'm saying? If John John would have won, I would have said the same thing in his favor, but Fonz dropped that mean 30. It wasn't nothing John John could have did, man. When he went in on them snitches, it wasn't nothing John John could have did, bro.
right now, you're clear with everybody except Cassidy.
Miss Ari said he's not understanding his responsibility. He sounds delusional. If you just got a bunch of pay-per-view money, right? And it could be like the person that sponsor whatever put up the money, they got to get paid their bread, but I don't know how it works, right? If y'all just made a bunch of pay-per-view money and the battlers didn't get paid, and they have been allowing you to do this for months by you just acting delusional, you're going to keep acting delusional. I don't know why. Like, y'all expect me to take a loss. No, like, that don't make sense. I'm going to act light-skinned. I'm going to act delusional, and I'm going to keep getting over on them. If this is all I got to do, just think, if they got like $200,000 off of this whole situation, and all he got to say is, man, I ain't got the event didn't generate money and all that. Man, like, what y'all expect me to do? I'm gonna try to do a Netflix deal. I'm gonna try to see if I can get these battles somewhere else. Like, and you keep playing them for like years until battle rap is done. You're gonna keep acting delusional. Because if what Danny Myers is saying is true, that's insane. That he didn't get paid $1,000 for like 5 months. You know, still owe money and all. Like, that's insane, bro. And then these battles not dropping. And other battlers are keeping quiet. They want their money. If they go ahead and expose John John, and John John might get emotional, man, I ain't paying y'all. Since y'all want to be like that and drop the battle. Because how he's operating, a lot of these people may not have contracts. Danny Myers say he did a battle like off of the strength of just being cool with him. Like, he ain't really had no contract in play. Man.
Cassidy definitely still.
Yeah, Fon said, I would say these N-words bullfrogs, but these N-words toads. It's crazy.
Doesn't still not happy with the situation for whatever reason.
You're not happy. You got money to do nothing, ran and botched the whole thing. How are you not happy? You are the only one that didn't lose at it. You are the only one that won out the whole situation, really. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What?
how are you not happy? You
Definitely still doesn't still not happy with the situation for whatever
You're
reason.
not happy. You
As far as you go right now, you're clear with everybody except Cassidy. Cassidy definitely still doesn't still not happy with the situation for whatever
You're
reason.
not happy. You got money to do nothing, ran and botched the whole thing. How are you not happy? You are the only
But you got money to do nothing too. Right? Y'all think John John just didn't get no money? I don't know. He gotta say what it is. Maybe he had to pay everything back. I don't know. Y'all think John John got no money? He had all them battlers battle. He had the pay-per-view event. You think he got nothing out of it? What do y'all think? I'm looking at the comments. So he did all of this. He holding on to them battles. He not paying people out. Pay-per-view money was coming in, generating. You think he got nothing? Oh no, man.
one one that didn't lose at it. You are the only one that won out the whole situation, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
And you didn't get your deposit back from him.
No, I didn't get my deposit.
Should you have gotten your deposit back from him?
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't come to a battle because you can't make it, that's on you. It was also in the contract. It was up to 6 months to make it happen. So this is why I was kind of falling back. It was up to 6 months if he was to not show and we could work it out. But we wasn't able to work it out within 6 months.
So he said within 6 months they got to try to make it happen. That's what he's saying. It's a lot of cars in the background. Let me hear.
It was also in the contract. It was up to 6 months to make it happen. So this is why I was kind of falling back. It was up to 6 months if he was to not show and we could work it out. But we wasn't able to work it out within 6 months. You know what I mean?
Has it been 6 months?
Yeah, it's
been 6 months. So now,
yeah, but he was going in on Cassidy before the 6 month time, right? So if you've been going in on you've been trashing him, saying he's terrible, all it is. The battle didn't go down, then you're going in on him, right? Because you didn't pay the other artists, so you gotta like stand up and be like, yo, this now I'm going in on him, so now the other artist sees why I'm not paying him because this dude, right? But I don't really want to renegotiate with you. Cause I didn't like the way the battle was promoted. I didn't like what was going on. Like Cassie should showed up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like how everything was going. I didn't like how, and then now you're trashing me. Like I'm not gonna renegotiate with you. So I don't know, man. Stash with the $2 donation. He said John stole with 100% accuracy. Danny knows. Shout out to you, man. I don't know, man. We just watching the fallout of everything.
Since the 6 months is up, now you're supposed to get your money back.
Yeah, but it's like, again, it was a third party involved. Like, you know what I mean? He got to send them the money back. You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like, he got to send them the money back. Wow. They on his ass. Like, that ain't, like, you know what I mean? So that's why.
So the third party that's involved, you got to send them the money back. Cassidy said the deposit was small. Didn't he say like on it? But I don't know. He could probably think like a $50,000 deposit small. I don't know. Oscar with the 199 said Cassidy said he at the studio and John been to it.
This is again, like this is shit that people don't know, like what type of deals are being played. Everybody is just so cut and dry on how to put together battle league events. Everybody just doing the same simple one. Y'all don't understand how certain things got to be played here. Deals got to be made. You ain't just jumping out there. When niggas saying the money is going in battle rap, like we need money to be brought here. When the money is here, is when sponsors are coming willing to give money and not really expecting much back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's where we at.
Five Fox with the 499 said I would have been on the phone with PayPal like bad news, telling everything from my refund. Too many excuses. I didn't think you know, it was that year. I'm like, I don't know about I'm gonna wait and see what happens. I'm gonna wait and see if everybody show up. I want to, I was on some wait and see with this event, bro. Because there's been too many events, so it's just like you don't know what's gonna happen. And battle rap, they will burn you for money quick.
Okay, all right. I had to ask, man. Because in the culture, man, you hear things, and then I saw the Cassidy thing. So, but as long as you all right, so you don't need my help tonight. Like nobody's gonna be. Okay.
For me, I'm everywhere I need.
Just want to make sure. Let me know, man. I'll stay around you a little bit.
Yo, he got that expensive ring on. Easy, go live now. What y'all think about all this, man? Texting people right now, see what's going on. See something real quick. See if Easy's live, because I gotta see this. Oh, Easy's live. We out. Come rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that.